Our record against Manchester United is absolutely atrocious. Surely we've got to win one of these games. Maybe it's today. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Lufc Fm22. A big thank you for joining me today on another episode of Leeds United, Pride of Yorkshire. So in yesterday's episode, you'd have seen us beating Arsenal en route to booking our place at Wembley in the Carabao Cup final. Today, though, we are turning our attention back to the Premier League, and we have a game against Manchester United, which is turning into a top of the table clash. So a little preview, if you look just above me here, you can see we have now overtaken them in the league, and this game is going to be a bit of a crunch one. They have a game in hand, but we have a 2-point advantage. So let's show you how we got there. So, looking from the 3-1 victory against Arsenal there in the Carabao Cup, we went on to play West Brom 1-0. Didn't play very well. Even though we created quite a few chances, we just weren't at the races really, and Ibrahima Konate got us out of jail with a goal after 64 minutes for us to take the 3 points back to Leeds. We then played against Arsenal in the Premier League and beat them 2-1. Performance was a little bit better here, but again, it was a little bit drab. Comrade De La Fuente and Burak Ince scoring his first goal to get 3 points against Arsenal. We then played against Everton, had a 3-0 victory where we kind of bounced back to top form. Vlahovic, Thomas and Maddison getting the goals there as we secured 3 points. We then played against Leicester away, went there and absolutely obliterated them. We really did play well in this game, created loads of chances. We had 12 shots on target. Konate got 2 headers from the front post. De La Fuente also got 2 goals in this game from his left wing position, which was quite impressive. We then also beat Chelsea away, went to Stamford Bridge, played well, scored in the 77th minute through Thiago Thomas and stole 3 points in London too. So we then went into the FA Cup game against Chelsea. Was hoping we were going to be winning this game, and unfortunately blew a big lead. So we were down early to a Zaniolo goal. Then De La Fuente scored twice. Harvey Elliott got on the score sheet. And then late goals from Zaniolo, Lukaku and Reece James turned it around for Chelsea as they beat us 4-3 to advance in the FA Cup. So that brings us up to date in terms of games played. We are, as you can see, at the 14th of February. So a Valentine's Day clash against Manchester United. On the transfers front, we've just been through the transfer window. So let's show you a little bit of what happened. We have a big player going out. So Max Wober, a bid came in from Barcelona. I think, how much did we get for him in the end? We got £25 million for him in the end, which is basically a double money deal. He's 28 years old now, and even though he's a solid defender, he had slipped behind players like Santiago Garcia, as you can or might be able to see in the little comparison box just above my head. So I felt now was the right time to snatch the money, send him on his way, and we moved him on to Barcelona. In terms of players coming in, we only signed one player, Olav Vayam. He is a 22-year-old Norwegian player. The scouts seem to like him. We bought him in for something like £1.7 million, I think it was. Is it that overall? Yeah, 1.7 up front, I think 3 million in total. He is a player who's gone straight back on loan to Stabæk and will be for the future. So that brings us up to date with everything that's been going on. Let's get straight into this game against Manchester United. You can see here our form against them has been dreadful. So surely we've got to win one of these games. Let's find out the starting 11 and what happens in the game. Here we go then, a crunch game in a Rosie's derby, and the lineup we're going to be putting out is Meslier in goal, Junior Firpo, Konate, Garcia and Singo. Gravenberch and Bentancur the holding 2, De La Fuente, Burak Ince and Thiago Thomas as the attacking 3 options, and then Dusan Vlahovic will be the player charged with scoring goals, and Vlahovic has been on fire. Let's just have a little look. We got a message a couple of days ago saying he's on course to break Benjamin Šeško's single season goal scoring. So you can see in the Premier League he has 18 goals from 19 appearances. But down here, if you have a look, at the overall for the season, he has 27 games and 28 goals, and he has absolutely been on fire. So hopes firmly rest on his shoulders. Let's see what happens when we kick off in the Roses derby. Okay, then the players are out on the pitch, and there is an early chance. Burak Ince was tripped by Bruno Fernandes. Let's see what he can do from the free kick. He's stepping up to take it himself. He bends it over the wall, hits the inside of the post, and the defender gets it off of the line. Minute 10 into the game, and we've already smashed the inside of the post. Hopefully this is going to be the pattern of the game. We'll be the ones that are the aggressors, and Manchester United will be on the back foot. But I would have liked it if we would have got a goal straight away, and Manchester United have had a chance now of their own with a free kick, and Fernandes has hit the top of the crossbar. So looks like set pieces are the way to go early on in this game. I think we've got a throw in now with Firpo. Throws it to Burak Ince. He plays it to Junior Firpo. Running across the box. De La Fuente's there, has the shot. It's bouncing around in the box. Bentancur tries a header. Gravenberch is going to get the ball on the edge of the box. Plays to Ince. Conrad De La Fuente with a smashing goal from just outside the box. Rifles it into the top corner. What a finish this is. De La Fuente has been under the radar bargain in this save. Early on, I was a little bit doubtful that he would be a first-team mainstay. But I tell you what, every time he gets on the pitch, he's doing things like this, and I think he's going to be one that has forced his way into the lineup from now on. Like I said, he's one of the potential superstars of FM22. If you haven't checked out that series already, go and do so. Have a little look at how he turns out in the game, because he does turn into a bit of a star. But I didn't think he'd have this much of an impact this early in the save. But he is the one providing goals, and certainly from that left wing position where we had Daniel James last season, he is a like-for-like replacement that is leading the way in this game. And we are in at half-time. Not a lot actually happening then in that first half. We did have De La Fuente with the goal. We had the free kick from Ince hit the post, and Manchester United had Fernandes hit the crossbar. But overall, it was a bit of a quiet first half, and I wouldn't mind if that continues. But something is going to happen here as the ball comes through to Konate, heads it back to Meslier. And then Meslier gives it to Konate as we look to build up the play. Gravenberch with the ball over the top for Thiago Thomas. He heads it into the path of Vlahovic, who's had a shot from outside the box. Oh my gosh, we've scored another screamer. And Dusan Vlahovic, take a bow. That is a goal that rivals De La Fuente's. He has just kind of set his body out to the right. The left foot's going to bend this, and it goes straight into the top corner. Let's just watch this again. Goes to the outside of the defender and then kind of just offsets the ball with his left foot, bends it into the top corner, and all of a sudden we have a 2-0 lead. And is this going to be 7th time lucky against Manchester United? Because we certainly could do with a victory in this game, as we would be walking on towards regaining the Premier League title. We have a corner now with Firpo. Konate's got the header at the front post. He's scored quite a few of them this season. This one goes over the top of the crossbar. But Manchester United now on the attack with their own corner. Fernandes can only find the head of Konate, and he's headed it clear, but Fernandes is going to go back and get it. He tries to play the ball across, but Singo deals with that. And he's going to play the ball to Vlahovic. It's passed around to Gravenberch and then on to Bentancur. So nice slow build-up play. I like the way that sometimes the game allows you to do this, and certainly the possession football that we play allows us to do this. Until Bentancur gives it to Musiala. But yeah, the game does allow for like slow build-up style of play. Is Vlahovic going? Vlahovic has got himself sent off here, hasn't he? Oh, this is the last thing that we need. Yeah, I'm not going to change. Am I going to change anything? Have we got anybody who's really, really tired? What should we do here? What should we do here? Okay, so Singo is on. Singo's also on a booking. So I think what I'm going to do is bring Garcia across to replace Singo. And I'm going to bring Carpio on to replace Singo. If the game wants to let me do that. Singo off, Carpio on. Just to give us fresh legs at the back, because I think we're going to come under siege here. But I was talking about the build-up play, and yeah, the game really allows you to build the play up, and I think it's a great thing in the match engine that the slow build-up play can actually lead to chances. But then, as you saw in that instance, it also leads to giving the ball away sometimes and getting caught. And we're giving the ball away now. I think we need to drop out of positive, and we're going to go back to a cautious too much. I think we're going to go balanced because Manchester United here are going to pile the pressure on. Certainly barraging the goal at the moment. We are clinging on. Pedro Porro's got the ball out wide. There were a few chances in the in-between of me trying to decide what to do tactically. Musiala's hit the post, and we're getting a goal line technology look, and again, these are useless. If there is one thing SI need to improve in this game, it's definitely the goal line technology, because it just does not work. And again, it's all United now. Fernandes is going to have a free kick. He has got it over the wall, and Melier tips it around for a corner. If we can withstand this pressure, it's going to be a hard job, because they are just attack after attack after attack. We need a period in the game where it just kind of dies off. And luckily for us now, we have a free kick, as we can kind of breathe a little easier. So 15 minutes to go with 10 men against Manchester United. Have I absolutely jinxed it by saying that 7th time lucky? Watching this time just trickle away is now very nerve-wracking. We're getting closer and closer and closer. And Manchester United seem to have slowed down in their attack, but as you've seen in Football Manager before, you can have 2 goals in 2 minutes in no problems. But luckily for us, we have finally got there. We haven't beaten Manchester United in so long, I can't even remember the last time. But I now remember this time. That is an absolute brilliant performance. First the goal from De La Fuente, then the goal from Vlahovic. Unfortunately soured by the red card, but we'll take it any way we can. I think we were the better team for most of the game, and then it was only once we went down to 10 men did Manchester United really get a second wind. And they kind of got on top of the game, but we will take that 100%. So let's have a little look at the competitions tab. You can see we now have all of a sudden got a 5-point lead over Manchester United. They do have that game in hand, but it's looking good at the moment. 26 games played, 12 to go, and we are sat top of the table. In a little bit of other news, we drew Rennes in the first knockout round of the Champions League, so that should be a tasty tie too. Let's have a little look at the schedule, see where we can come back. Here we go. Okay, so we play Rennes in 2 games' time. Let's have a little look at the Champions League knockout round first leg. That's where we'll be coming back. We finally did it then. Finally a victory against Manchester United. And the performance was everything that we were looking for until Vlahovic got his red card. I think we were the better team. We were on top for large periods, and it weren't until they had the man advantage that they started to get on top of the game, and I think that we played absolutely brilliantly. So if you're at this point of the video, still watching the content, still enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to help the channel out. Appreciate every single person that takes the time to do that. But for this one, I'm going to be wrapping it there. Come back tomorrow and join us as we play against Rennes in the Champions League.